Lost Art with Andrew Cox, retired Master Gunnery Sergeant. thelostart.podbean.com. Get some merchandise and help support the podcast and getting our veteran voices out for all to hear. Now on all major podcast platforms. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Be a guest, tell your veteran story, discuss your veteran business or organization. Email The Lost Art with Andrew Cox at gmail.com. Andrew Cox, a Till Valhalla Project Ambassador. See the project story at tillvalhallaproject.com. Thanks for tuning in. Please enjoy the podcast that's giving a voice to our veterans. The Lost Art with Andrew Cox.
Today's episode is brought to you by TrumpShirt.com. TrumpShirt.com is a veteran-owned business where 100% of the proceeds goes to disabled veterans and veteran organizations. Support your veterans by purchasing a shirt at TrumpShirt.com. Use the promo code TLA and get free shipping. That's TrumpShirt.com, promo code TLA. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the Lost Art Podcast, that podcast giving a voice to our veterans. I'm your host, Andrew Cox, and today we'll be having a My Veteran Story. But before we get into that, if you're enjoying the podcast, go to the website, thelostart.podbean.com. Go check it out, see what we're all about. Also, there's a merchandise tab. Don't forget to click on that merchandise tab. Go in and get you a cool hat, a shirt, a mug, get you something. Help support us in getting our veteran voices out for all to hear. Also, I want to give a shout out to the Till Valhalla Project and letting me be an ambassador for them. They do some incredible work. And if you don't know anything about the organization, I encourage you to go visit their website, the tillvalhallaproject.com. Go check that out. They are doing great things. And if you can help support them in any way, it would be much appreciated. All right. With that, I have Navy veteran John Acosta here. And how you doing?
Doing well. How are you doing today?
Oh, shoot. I'm doing fantastic, man. Literally, I just met you just a second ago, and here we are. We're doing a story, and this is going to be fantastic.
Yes, it's unexpected.
Yeah.
I'm a member of the post. I'm an officer of the post. I just showed up.
And they said, guess what?
Guess what? We're doing podcasts. So.
Today is podcast day. Congratulations, you get to go. All right. Well, I appreciate you coming over and doing it for sure. So let's start at the beginning for you. Like, where'd you grow up, and then how did you get into military service?
So I'm originally from El Paso, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
When I graduated high school, I really didn't have a idea what I was going to do. I wasn't ready for college.
Yeah.
And I went into the service.
Okay.
I joined the Navy.
Yeah.
That was my options. Like, pick one, join the Navy. I came in as a Seabee.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So that's originally how I came into service.
Okay. And what year was it that you came in?
1993.
93. Okay.
Yeah.
So in 93, you join up to be a Seabee.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you go to boot camp, which that was up in Chicago, right?
No, actually, I'm one of the last classes to finish.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. Have you been back there to see that area?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they've redone all that. I mean, they still got the cool.
Now.
Yeah, they still got the cool little shapes of the buildings and stuff, because it's historical. But yeah, it's all kinds of new stuff now.
I think I was one of the last, probably the last class.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, tell me a little bit about your boot camp experience going there. How was that for you?
It was unexpected. I wasn't really going to the military.
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure what I was going to do. Wasn't ready to go to school. Went to boot camp. I was going to California to have a good time. And then I got a surprise. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. No, what just happened?
You thought you were going on vacation.
Yeah,
and here they are screaming at you.
I'm going to San Diego. I'm going to California. So that was kind of my first impression.
Okay. So you get them coming on screaming at you, telling you to move and go places to do things. And yeah.
After that, I excelled and I went to Gulfport, Mississippi.
Okay.
For my training.
Okay. And that was for CDs?
For CDs.
Yeah. Okay.
As a builder.
How long is the school there?
I think it's like 2 months.
Okay.
I can't remember. It's 1993, 94.
And now as a builder, so in the CVs, there's different
the different rates.
Okay. All right.
So I'm more civil.
Okay.
So I did more like concrete slash woodwork.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So
very nice.
That was kind of carpentry.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good thing to be in my opinion.
Well,
Learn a lot of cool stuff.
We do everything. So you got equipment operators. We got people that do welding.
Yeah.
There's the plumbing.
Yeah. Right.
So I just ended up being the civil side of it.
Yeah. Okay. And how was the school for you? Was it like pretty easy or?
For the most part, I'm gonna say for the most part, yes.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it. Then I did 2 deployments with mobile NSCD 1.
Okay.
So it's a battalion.
Where is that located?
Out of Mississippi.
Out of Mississippi.
Yeah.
All right. So you did the school at Mississippi,
and
then stayed
in Mississippi.
In the same base.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So tell me a little bit. I don't want to get too far ahead yet. So tell me a little bit about going to your first unit. What was that like checking in and kind of getting settled in and stuff like that?
So my first unit was NSCD 1. It's kind of like a transition because they were coming back from Somalia.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of them had that hardship in Somalia.
Yeah.
They're a lot older than I was at the time. I mean, I was only 19 years old. And I made rank faster than I did. So it was kind of hard in that situation.
Yeah.
Just to see how the guys were coming back from Somalia. But I did 2 deployments. I went to Spain, Greece, Guam.
Oh, nice.
With them.
Okay.
So
now, when you guys deployed with them, what was it? You got on a ship and went somewhere, or was that you would fly in to a specific area?
As a Seabee, we don't go on ships.
Okay.
So we fly unless you're amphibians. But yeah, I flew. It's not commercial, but it's chartered flight.
Yeah.
And so we flew into most of the places we went to.
Okay. And then while you were there, what types of things were you doing?
Initially, we're doing a lot of civil work. They used to call them quantums. I guess call them case spans at that time.
Okay.
You gotta remember, this is back in 1990.
Yeah.
Or 95. So I think case spans and we're just normal construction stuff,
Okay. And you're doing that for other units, or are you doing it for
the base?
For the base. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So we would build stuff for the base. Base would appropriate funds, so that we can develop the bases. Like Seabee Creek, Greece. A lot of people don't understand where that we're in like little pockets everywhere. That's kind of what we did.
Okay. So you said you hit Greece, where else? Spain?
Seabee. I mean, went to Greece, Seabee Creek. I went to Rhoda, Spain. Italy, Naples, Italy.
So you got to hit some pretty decent places then. Yeah. So I'm assuming that you would have some downtime in these areas. What was like? Did you go out and see the sights and stuff like that?
Being that I was younger,
and
I didn't have the funds, I would try to do as much as I could. I enjoyed the food. I wish I would have saw more.
Yeah.
But a lot of times we just didn't have the funds for it.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what.
That makes sense.
And I would go back, right? Greece, Spain.
Yeah.
To appreciate what I didn't see.
Yeah. All right. So you did the 2 deployments with that unit.
Yeah.
And how long were you there total?
I'd say about 3 years with the NSCD.
Okay. And then did you get orders somewhere else? Like what happened then?
Then I applied for dive school.
Oh, okay.
So I became a Navy diver.
Nice.
Underwater construction.
Yeah.
So,
wow. It's like the what is it? There's a famous movie about the divers. Cuba Gooding Jr. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. What's that guy? Chief Shears. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a pretty famous individual when you talk about the diving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, is that somebody like when you went to the school for that? Is that one of the things that they talked about?
We didn't really talk about Steve for sure, but we're proud of me.
Yeah.
So,
oh, you're fine. That's cool. So, what types of things were you like? How was the school when you went to learn how to be a diver?
so originally it was intimidating
Yeah.
because people fail,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
and our percentages was like 10 to 15% would pass.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was intimidating. We mixed classes.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It's not uncommon for us to you start with 80, you end with 10, and you
gosh.
probably brought like 2 or 3 classes together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
So
That's insane.
it was, yeah.
So now what makes it so difficult? Like what would you say it is?
I guess there's several things, right? Because it's academically hard,
Okay.
and then it's physically hard,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Imagine there's a mental aspect to it too, being
mental,
under.
and then you have to be a team member.
Yeah.
So there's like
Okay.
I can't pick one.
Yeah. I know for me, I think it'd be the mental aspect of I'm underwater. Uh, yeah, that would freak me out. I got to be honest.
Well, we go through when I say academics, we go through physics, we go through medicine.
Yeah.
That's like initial, and then obviously our physical stuff,
Yeah.
and then you have to be a team member.
Yeah.
And that's you're not a team member, you're really not.
Yeah.
On the team.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So
All right. And then how long is that school?
at that time, it was like 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's because you got to learn how to dive.
Yeah.
And then 2, you got to learn how to do something underwater.
Well, first you go through physics, which is like a week. Then you go through medicine, another week. And then you go to scuba, another week. And to reinforce that. So
yeah.
You can't forget week 1. You have to carry it over.
Yeah. It just keeps compounding at that point, right? Yeah.
Because they're going to keep getting tested. And then you start doing our dive. We do our welding tests. We do underwater construction stuff.
Yeah. Now,
salvage stuff.
Welding underwater, how much different is it than welding above the water?
I guess you call it reverse polarity.
Mm-hmm.
So you just change the it's electric, right? It's electric, right? So it goes, you can reverse it. It could be difficult only in reason because you're not stable. Kind of balance out, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But on the surface, I mean, I've done industrial construction.
Yeah.
So it's just as hard to weld on a beam hanging.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So if you're hanging 10 stories up, suspended on a harness is just as hard as being suspended in the water.
Yeah.
And,
wow, that makes sense.
Yeah. So the gravity works different ways, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, this is a very interesting job, though. So you do your 6 months there, and then where'd you end up going?
I went to UCT2, that's Underwater Construction Team 2, out of Port Wayne, California.
Okay. Yeah, Port Wayne. Yeah, I've been there once or twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great team. Great family.
Yeah. So now what types of things were you doing when you talk about underwater construction?
Originally, we did a lot of inspections.
Mm-hmm.
With more inspections, cable inspections.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to Hawaii a lot, to Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
There's a range, missile range.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it's top secret or not to us. It's top secret to us, but it's not. Yeah. I don't know. So we go and inspect the cables out there, stabilize them, repair them, and so forth.
All right. Yeah, very cool. And then how often would you say you're doing dives?
At that time, when I first got in, I probably had like 300 dives in a year.
In a year,
Yeah.
300 dives in a year. Holy cow!
The only times we take off with Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's.
Holy moly, man! You were out there hitting it.
We're diving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's insane. All right. What were some of the some of your best memories?
Maybe I was exaggerating 300, but I'll get like 265 dives.
But still 265 is that's a lot. Yeah. And probably doing multiple a days, those types of things.
We try not to do bounce dives.
Yeah.
Bounce dives are when you dive more than once, or repet dives.
Okay.
So we try to limit that.
Yeah.
Just for our health.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, for sure. So when you think back of your time there and the dives that you were doing, is there any that sticks out in your mind, like this was maybe an intense dive, or something funny happened on the dive, anything like that?
I think we always had good sense of humor, so
yeah.
there's jokes all the time.
Yeah,
on the dive side, right? You can't leave your food out because guys are gonna mess with your food.
Oh, okay.
There's certain things you can't do.
Yeah.
Probably one of the intense dives is altitude diving. We did a dive in Colorado.
So when you say altitude diving, you're talking about like just doing it high altitude in a lake or something like
high
that.
Altitude. Yeah, correct. Okay. And we pushed it. We did 3002 is you decompress on a chamber.
Okay.
So you're gonna omit D. You're gonna defeat the boundaries, and then you're gonna come back to the surface and get back in the chamber to take you down to compression depth.
Whoa!
So we did altitude 302s, which that was to me was cool.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't do that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm wearing the wrong shirt today. I should have brought my other shirt. Bad timing.
It's all good. It's all good.
So I'm representing Airborne, and I'm really a deep sea diver.
Yeah. It's okay. You got to represent everybody every now and again.
This is school I went to.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was one of the great ones. I mean, I got an opportunity to go to the neutral buoyancy tank in NASA.
What is that?
That's where you train the astronauts that are working.
Oh, okay.
Center. So,
wow, that down in Florida you did that?
No, it's in
Texas.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
In Houston. That's what I'm saying. I'm wearing the wrong.
Yeah.
I'm wearing the wrong shirt.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
That's really cool. And then what was that experience like?
Well, it's kind of cool because you kind of come up with protocols.
Mm-hmm.
How recover. So we were doing the capsule, recovering the capsule.
Oh wow!
And so you don't understand how much it takes, because the scientists have to figure it out too, right?
Yeah.
So first thing, you got to make sure that there's no toxins around it. Mm-hmm. You can't contaminate it, so you can't touch it. You have to be very careful how you do it.
Yeah.
You don't understand how the astronauts and the capsules are just sitting there, and when they come out, they can't walk because they've been sitting in the capsule for days or weeks. Depends on what their mission is. Right?
Wow. Okay.
So you got prepared rescue guys, you got us, and we're making sure that you get out of the capsule without us contaminating it.
Yeah.
And then you got the ships that got to tie up to it. And we have to come up with the whole protocol because we got to make sure that there's no gases that's going to harm anybody.
Yeah.
You know? So that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I didn't understand, like, damn, the astronauts go through a lot of shit. Yeah. You think it's cool to see the space, and then you come back and you're like, I can't walk. I shit my pants. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess when you put it like that, it may not be so cool.
I've been sitting in the seat for like 4 days.
Yeah, I can understand that. So
that was kind of a cool. I mean, there's a lot of things. That's why I wanted the wrong attire. I should have. I don't even know if I have it in my car. But
oh man. All right. And then what was the next move after that? Like
so I went off active duty in 2000 pretty much.
Okay.
Came back to San Antonio, got my education in accounting.
Mm-hmm.
While I was doing that, 9/11 happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I was on SEAL team 2, SDV team 2. And so they gave me the option to finish my schooling.
Mm-hmm.
So I finished that, and then I got mobilized.
Okay.
So that was on reserve duty.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I graduated in May.
Yeah.
By July, I was activated.
Wow.
July, I was like, I was already ready to go. I joined an EUD unit to handle marine mammals. So
they handle marine mammals.
Yeah, dolphins and sea lions.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. We're in the wrong shirt. This is just airborne.
Yeah.
This is, I'm not putting down airborne.
Yeah.
So don't. I don't want. Whoever's watching this, I don't want them to think like.
No. We're not saying anything bad about airborne.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared for this.
It's okay. They shotgunned you.
Yeah.
You walked in and they were like, "You're going to do this."
They're gonna.
Yeah.
So I appreciate everybody. So don't think I'm trying to talk bad.
All right.
Okay,
so you get put on the
so I get mobilized and I go to EOD. And then deal with the marine mammals in Bahrain.
That is the craziest thing ever.
Yeah. So
now, were you involved in the training aspect of these things, or
we're the handlers, not the trainers? So there's other people, contractors that have developed them. They've probably been doing it for 20 years.
Oh, no kidding.
Well, they probably started in Vietnam.
Wow.
So there's a couple of my good friends of mine. So
yeah.
I don't want to mislead anybody.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the valor stuff comes up.
Yeah.
But these guys captured them.
Yeah.
And they trained them.
That's really cool.
And then we handle them. So we're just handlers.
Yeah.
And so.
So and their job is to go out and detect or find certain things.
I don't even know if it's classified anymore because it's on YouTube.
It is on YouTube.
When we go through the training, it's like classified.
Yeah.
We have different systems. Some are designed to find mines. Some are designed to go to shallow water because they're not normally used to shallow water.
Yeah.
They're not even used to jumping on we transport them on boats. So that's not what they're designed to do, right?
Yeah.
You got to convince them to trust you that we're going to jump on the boat.
Yeah.
And we're going to keep you because the body's not structured to do that.
Yeah.
Their mind's not structured to do that. And so, but we only do that because when we put them in our area of operation, that they don't know where to go. They have to come back to the boat.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Because if not, they'll go home.
Yeah.
If they want to, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That makes sense.
Once they figure out how to go home, then they're broken.
Yeah.
To a certain point. But now they're designed to do different things, like except mines.
So it's very similar to like a working dog. So certain working dogs have specific tasks.
Yeah, you got dogs for bombs, you got dogs for drugs. So the ones we're working with were more for like submarines, divers, swimmers.
Yeah.
And so every day we condition them to go out and we compete against other organizations. There's people that thought they had radar that can pick up the sonar or whatever, but they couldn't discriminate of how what a person or a submarine is like.
Right.
So
Huh.
we always defeated them.
That's wild.
That's like 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
And we have issues. Don't think they're like perfect, but
Yeah.
compared to technology,
Yeah.
we're
They're pretty smart in mammals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, that is one of the coolest things ever. I'm excited that you got shotgun and came over and talked. Because I don't think I'd ever meet anybody that does anything like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's not many people.
Like, so I'm wearing the.
Yeah.
I'm not putting on airborne. I just
Yeah, but
I don't want to represent. I'm a paratrooper. I used to jump off plane too, right?
Yeah.
For the Navy.
Yeah.
Not for Army. So
Yeah.
I don't know who's gonna see this.
Oh, don't worry about all of them out there. You just tell your story.
Okay.
Yeah. And how long did you do that?
So I did that for 2 years. Came back. Let me slow down.
Yeah, you're good.
Mom got diagnosed with cancer.
Yeah.
So I took time off. Got my master's. So I could be with her. And that I ended up being recon, going for the recon, fourth battalion recon in San Antonio.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm not going anywhere no more. Staying in Texas. So that's local. So I ended up going to recon. And
so as a sailor going to recon, what were you doing?
I was a dive chief.
A dive chief?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we did all the diving.
Wow.
And so
very cool.
That just made sure that all the gear and the guys were qualified. They don't dive as much as we did in the Navy side.
Yeah.
But you still need to keep their qualifications.
So you were kind of in charge of making sure that
I was in charge of the reserve side because they had an active duty.
I see. Okay.
But, we work hand in hand because it's one person.
Yeah.
The active side and then the reserve side and the other side.
Yeah.
But we have to support each other because you got to keep everyone qualified.
Yeah.
One guy can't keep everyone qualified.
Okay.
And so it'd be like, hey, I need another. You always need a backup.
Right.
And like, hey, we're going to go to Chicago. Because we pretty much handled the U.S. reserve side. So Alameda, Chicago, Florida.
So you did them all?
Yeah.
So you basically travel from site to site type of thing?
We travel site to site or we bring them in.
Oh, okay.
If they could come in.
Yeah.
But on a month to month, we have to get everyone certified, qualified, right?
And it's a monthly qualification?
It's a 6 months.
6 months. Okay.
Yeah, qualification. But being that it was so big,
spread out,
you had to. For us, it's month to month.
Yeah.
For them, it's 6 months.
Right.
And some of them lose their quals and say, okay, we'll get them back.
So let's say I go over my time limit, right? I lose my quals. How do I get requalified at that point? Because I know for like
basically just come back. We'll train you to do your recalls. Like, hey, can you do this? Can you like basic diving procedures? It's not that difficult. It's just that you have to do it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not like you're going through the whole training again.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask because I did Marine Corps instructor water survival, and if you let that lapse and you don't do your qualifications, you got to go back to the course.
Oh no!
And I'm like, no, I'm good.
Nah, we don't go back to the course. It's like a day.
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure you know how to use it's scuba and rebreathers.
Okay.
And so it's not that difficult. It's not like so deep sea diving. You got more systems. You got gases it's different, and you got chambers. This one's the scuba, and Not that I'm putting it down, right?
It's just scuba.
It's just scuba and it's rebreather.
Yeah, you got nothing on. I'm just kidding.
You're not doing recompression chambers.
Yeah. You're not doing what is it? Elevated
fixed gas. And you're not
Yeah.
doing CO2s.
Yeah. You don't even know what's up yet. I mean, you're just scuba qualified.
No.
I can't say anything because I'm not any qualification. No, I'm just messing around.
So that's what I hate. I'm not shaming anybody. I just want everyone to understand that because my brothers are Marines.
Yeah.
Firemen. I'm not.
I'm just we're just having a good time.
I'm not shaming nobody.
Yeah.
And I don't want to. Oh, he's an asshole. No.
Yeah. No, he's cool.
I'm a deep sea diver. So my brother on deep sea.
Yeah.
I don't come across like I'm EOD or recon or anybody like that.
Okay. So how long do you spend here with Puerto Rico?
8 years.
8 years?
I retired out of it.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. So you look over your entire career, right? And the things that you got to do. That's some very unique experiences, right? First off, starting off as a Seabee is very unique in its own right. And
coming out of El Paso, because I never even swam. I didn't even think about diving.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I had no clue.
Now, do you know how to swim though?
Oh, I know how to swim.
Yeah. Okay. That's why I was like, whoa.
No. I just didn't. My expectations was never deep sea diving.
Yeah. So what made you want to go from being a Seabee to being a diver?
I guess one day they showed up for an orientation. They're like, "Hey, we're recruiting divers." I'm like, "All right, what is that about?" And I'm like, "I guess I'll try that."
Okay. So literally, they just came around and just happened to go to a brief, and you were like, "That looks cool."
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
I had no understanding, but now that's my community.
Yeah. Now let's like if you knew what it was all about and everything that you've done, would you have done it at that point? You would have.
Oh, I love my community.
Yeah, man, it is a pretty cool community. You know, it's unique.
We're one of the smallest.
Yeah. How many would you say total divers are?
I can't tell you how many total divers. I don't have the statistic to tell you.
Yeah.
What I'll share with you. So this post, I don't know if you know about the post. It's the oldest.
Yeah.
We have 1,443 members. I know that, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm an officer.
Yeah.
30 participate. 10 contribute as a Seabee diver. I don't know the statistics. Might be like 500-600 of us.
Really?
And we all participate. So we just had a reunion, our 5th-year reunion.
Yeah.
And over half of us showed up.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's how close we are.
Yeah.
So,
it's a small community. I mean, when you look at 500, 600, that's nothing.
That's nothing.
Like, pretty much everybody in the community. Yeah.
And then as far as a Navy diver, maybe a couple thousand.
Wow.
But they're not as close to our community.
Yeah.
I don't want to shame everybody, but I think we're tight as Seabee divers.
Yeah.
And I'm not taking anything from Navy divers, too. I'm a Navy diver.
Yeah. But you're a Seabee diver.
I'm both.
Yeah.
So I started with the Seabees and then I ended up fleet.
Yeah.
But
very cool.
The closest people are Seabees. Because we just know each other.
Yeah.
So tight. I'm not taking anything from fleet because I still know fleet people.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. So if you look at how many years did you do total?
23.
23. Okay. So you look over your 23 years of service, retired as what? Chief? Senior?
No, I retired chief.
Chief. Okay. So you look over your career, retired as chief. You did all of these different jobs and different things, right? If you look back over all that and you think, what are the best lessons learned over your time in the Navy?
I guess my best lessons is community, our family.
Yeah.
All of us. I'm not Army, Air Force, Marines, commodity.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because we support each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not down shaming anybody.
No, it's all good. So okay, when you look at, okay, obviously, you're Navy through and through, right? Yeah. Okay. But now that you're on the veteran side of it, when you look at that veteran community, is that bond kind of the same as when you were in? Yeah.
So, I mean, I've been with the VFW since probably like 5 years.
Okay.
But I came from Florida. Florida. I didn't associate with this one till now. But from my civilian occupation to this one, I'm closer to the veterans.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
It's 1,000%.
Now, once you retired, what did you end up doing?
Well, I do project management.
Okay.
So industrial construction. Because you gotta understand, I went reservist as well.
Yeah.
I do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
I do marine construction and I do marine. It's on the water, right?
Yeah.
Not marine.
Not motivated. Marine. Yeah, gotcha.
I do different stuff, but my basis is project management.
Yeah.
Project control. My background's in accounting.
Oh wow.
But
you literally have done everything.
But I enjoy spending time with the comrades. Yeah.
There's something special about bonds between veterans in general. Like I don't know you. I just met you just a second ago, and we're able to sit here and have a conversation and joke and just have a good time and just talk about experiences, whatever. I think I'd say that's something special that you don't necessarily get with just.
Yeah, like I said, the only reason I said I'm wearing the wrong shirt because I'm wearing airborne and I'm not against airborne, right?
Yeah, but you don't have the dive shirt.
Well, I got that dive.
Oh, there you go. You're representing it. There you go.
It's not about representing it because it's one unit, right?
Yeah.
I'll give you one last.
Yeah, go ahead.
One last interesting story. So growing up, tells me
it's good.
So growing up, it's my ex-wife's grandfather, but we grew up together.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
We knew each other since middle school.
Okay.
High school and all. And I really didn't understand him, whatever. Not that he's I'm not saying it. It's just we were close. And when I joined the military and I went special ops, he was always supportive. And when I got out of active duty, I like to box. I like to compete.
Yeah.
In wrestling and boxing. So I was competing in boxing at the time. So I was watching all the fights and we went to watch a boxing fight at my ex-mother-in-law's house. And I invited one of my Army Rangers with us. Like, hey, you got nothing to do, let's go watch the fight. And after we ate, he's like, you know who your grandfather is? I'm like, yeah. And it's like, no, do you really know who he is? Like, sure. Like, no, he's a badass. I'm like, okay. I just grew up with his ass. I don't know that much about it. And I don't know if you know who Roy Benavides is.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like the best Green Beret, most decorated. He's not the most decorated, but he's one of the best Green Berets.
Yeah.
And he's like, they're best friends. I'm like, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And it just threw me off.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah.
That's just saying I'm wearing the wrong shirt because I didn't prepare for this.
Yeah.
And it just throws me off. Like, I pedigree.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
Because I have NASA stuff, I have NADU stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I have the mammals. This is the unexpected.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
what the hell?
But,
and then my grandfather and him and
yeah. And your grandfather was in the he was a Green Beret as well.
He's a Green Beret.
Yeah.
He's special. But it was like growing up with him, it was, hey, we're gonna go see Roy. Like, okay, let's go see Roy. I didn't know who Roy was.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think that way.
Yeah.
And then now it's like I look back and probably, I'm not gonna say he's the most decorated one, but he's back then he is. I don't know if the new Green Berets are today.
Yeah.
So that's why I said, like, I don't want.
Yeah. No, you're good. You're good. You know,
I don't want other guys to like, hey, you're stuff.
No, they don't.
Because I grew up with.
Yeah.
I can honestly say I grew up that way. You know what I mean? So there's a few things that, I don't let my kids do things. I'm like, don't say this stuff because I can't vouch for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't steal our valor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
very much so. Yeah.
But I can always say I'm a deep sea diver.
Heck yeah. Which
I always say I jumped out of planes.
There you go.
I blew shit up.
Yeah. You had a very interesting career for sure.
Yeah.
I am glad that you got shotgunned into coming over here. Yeah.
And I got this neat little dog here.
Yeah. And what say your dog's name again? Sachita.
So found her, got her certified as ADA.
Yeah.
So she
goes everywhere with it.
Everywhere.
Yeah. That's awesome.
She's pretty good.
She's getting pretty old. Look at all that gray.
She's 10 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what kind of dog is it? Chihuahua.
But she's good.
She's very calm for a Chihuahua.
Yeah.
Chihuahuas can get pretty mean.
She's mean.
Oh, you see?
Don't piss her off.
Yeah.
But she's pretty good, right?
Yeah. No, she's doing fantastic. You're talking about.
You came on a podcast. Huh?
Yeah. Look at you're famous.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're famous. That's awesome.
Anything else?
No, I mean, unless there's anything you want to leave the listeners with.
Actually, I don't want to talk too much, right? So I don't want people with cloud chasing their.
No, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for coming on. Thanks for sharing your story, man. It's really cool. I know it was a shotgun type thing, but no, I truly appreciate it. So, and thanks for what you did. Seriously.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Hey, to all listeners out there, if you're struggling, you need help, anything like that, don't forget the VA does have some great resources. You can dial 988 press option 1. You can text 838-255, or you can go to veteranscrisisline.net, click on that chat icon. Any of those options are going to get you in contact with somebody that can help you out. But remember, one veteran life lost is one too many. I care about you. I know he cares about you. Even the dog cares about you. But the whole veteran community does as well. So be sure to reach out for help. And if you're out there, you're not struggling and everything's going fantastic, reach out to your buddies that are out there that you served with and just ask them how they're doing. And if they need help, give them that helping hand. With that, thanks again, man. Much appreciated. To all the listeners, stay motivated.